words are very important, and every word that's in the book I thought very hard about, and it means different things. So even round 2, the bark about the family, it's about a family tree. So the bark is really a double triple entendre, because it's a person looking at themselves as their part in the family tree as the bark. But also within the story, like we say slam, yo, you barking on somebody. So there's a part where you barking on somebody. So, you know, I'll just say a little bit of poem. I never lost focus of my job in this family tree. The bark protecting the soul from unearthed irony. Before the fall, a branch lied to me. Fall, like a branch falls, but before it fall, lied to
that
me.
family fell.
You understand what I'm saying? So before the fall, the season, the fall, because you know in the fall, leaves fall, branches fall. Before the fall, the branch, another part of the family, but lied to me. So that's you lying down, but you also lied to me. You know what I'm saying? Before it could branch, a leaf was told to leave. You understand? So it's a lot of double. So that's why I say I had a lot of fun writing that with the wordplay.
Yeah, each chapter.
Yeah, you know, it's, I mean, so just the different writing styles. So that's like a poem with double entendres, and I have other ones, a hustler's poem, you know.
Each chapter, you know, that's, I don't know if that was said, has like a poem, a rap, a verse.
Yes, it sets up every story.
Yeah, like it sets up, that's what I'm saying, it makes it almost even easier for readers that aren't readers to lock in, because the poems and raps are so good that, like I said, it's a summary before you start the chapter, realistically. Yes. So, like I said, he was talking about the bark in the poem.
Yes.
And
the bark of a tree in the family tree.
And it literally describes the chapter of what happened to the family. Like I said, I can't talk about it because I'm the one to ruin it.
But also, just slang, you barking on somebody. You know, for all my people out here who know, like, yo, why you barking on me? You know what I mean? That type of thing. One of the other ones is a song in there that I wrote, you know. So when I say different writing styles, I really wanted to showcase my writing ability. And that was that's why I said creativity. I wanted people, if you've never read anything like this before, it's not a poem book, but it's poetry in it.
Yeah, it's not. The way
it's fiction in it, and it's nonfiction. You know, I was very ambitious in doing this, and I just really wanted to showcase how well I could write. You know, a song, a poem, spoken word, first person, just straight back and forth, like all different, straightforward, with no narration, just dialogue. I wanted to showcase all of those different writing styles, and every chapter is a different style.
You did that.
You
did that,
so
but
if you're a street person, you're gonna get it. If you more spiritual, you're gonna get it. So yes, you're right. It's for everybody. Yeah. Everybody can take something out of it. If you're just a reader and you want something dope to read, you'll be able to get that, and you'll be like, wow, like he's got all of these different styles.
That name has nothing to do with the stories inside. Please, that's what I want. Well, I mean, it does, but I'm saying I don't want people to be like, oh, what does that mean? Don't worry about it. It has no relevance to the inside. And I want to ask you something else, but I feel like it's going to ruin the chapter about round 1.
Okay. AI, yeah.
Again, I know fiction, not true story. Like, not, like, is there something?
Everything in the book, you ever watch Law and Order, like Special Victim? What did they say before? It's like they put a disclaimer, right? These stories are based, not based.
Oh, loosely on, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that. Like, it's all based on I couldn't write it in such detail unless I have some kind of experience with it.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's first person, third person, or I've been blessed to be around. And it goes back to my mother. That's why I always have to bring it back to us. She always wanted.
What would she think of that, by the way? Like this AI?
Book?
No.
Oh,
the book, forget it. She's jumping off the wall. So, but I'm saying this AI and, like, you know, really taking over and being a fake human, an artificial human, artificial president.
Well,
what would she think?
So it's funny that chapter is round one is the first one. It was probably one of the last ones that I wrote, and it's political because I remember you saying when you first saw it, you thought it was a political book.
Yes.
And it's not a political book. But
I didn't know how to promo.
When I wrote it, it was the election was going on. A lot of talk with AI was going on. Some social media stuff where in my own personal life, it was like things that was kind of weird to me with, people with social media and like, I had gotten off of social media for years.
Yeah.
I was on it, then I was off it. And that was all part of me just like kind of rediscovering and wanting to do this more. You know what I'm saying? Because there was one part where something was going on with me personally, and somebody was like, "Well, I thought you was good because
social media,
because you put something on social media." And I'm
exactly.
like, "You're around me. How are you basing how I feel?" Based on what you see going on social media, people die.
Ooh,
people be in the hospital.
To hear that.
People be in the hospital dying and be on social media.
100%.
Like you got caught up in
That's a
social
job
media.
for me.
So
it's a job. None of it's real.
So all of that like went into me like writing that chapter. But like how my mom, to get back to your question, would feel about AI.
You're an old school guy and these women from Brooklyn.
She probably would think like most old people, like, what are we doing?
The thing.
She'd be like, what is all of this?
And more like disappointed, right? Like,
yeah,
or not understanding, not wanting to understand. I think I'm the only person in the world that doesn't have ChatGPT downloaded on their phone.
Wow.
I refuse. I could never. Like, I never downloaded TikTok.
Right.
I never downloaded ChatGPT.
Right.
I refuse.
Right.
But then everyone's like, you're going to eventually get there. I made it this far without TikTok, and I made it this far without ChatGPT. So
I come into contact with people that will literally sit in front of me and base a decision they're going to make based on what ChatGPT says.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I'm mind blown.
You know what I mean? Like that's where we're going with it.
Yeah.
So, like, people are using, I think there was a story in the newspaper not too long ago where a kid actually committed suicide. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Every
day. A
kid
committed suicide based on something with ChatGPT. So, in my business, like, I have people that are literally looking to make decisions on what they would do based on what ChatGPT tells them. And what ChatGPT really does, they just take information that's already online and compiling just different information based on what everybody else is saying. And on top of that, they're going to take what they think your personality is, and it's pretty much going to tell you what you want to hear. It's all the algorithms, the phone, and all of that.
School education-wise, it's shot.
It's really about critical thinking at the end of the day. And I think people are losing that more and more and more the more that they focus on these gadgets and AI. And that's why even in the poem, the same thing, it's the same spoken word with the Osiris thing.
So you feel like they're just taking our information and just giving it back to us?
In a lot of ways, yes. They're regurgitating it. And my worry is as it gets smarter and smarter and gets more information, and there are some regulations on it now, but my concern is that the people that have the billions of dollars and is running the world and buying politicians and all of that, they're going to be able to do away with that, and slowly we're not even going to realize where we're at with it. We're not going to realize that we are in some ways being controlled by things in regards to, again, I don't want to get too deep with it, but that's how in some ways, like, even things with religion was sold to us, right? It was repackaged and given back to us in another way. You know, if you know the history of religion, Constantine and all of that, you know, so some of the people might see this, know what I'm talking about.
Your knowledge will be another video. It's on another level. Thank you.
Right, but that's it. It was all used in a political way, and it's all about control over the people. That's why having knowledge of history is very important, And I touch on a little bit of that in the book.
It's not
as
gonna
well.
matter in 5 years. The education in the western side
AI,
of the world.
AI could become the new gods, basically, is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say to you.
They were
Because
saying
if you
5
do-
years, their kids,
if
their
you-
education shot.
If you don't know your history, then you could be spoon-fed whatever at whatever point in your life, and it'll be done slowly. You know, it'll be done slowly. But there are some politicians, there are some people that's coming out to try to push back on it. And people are more concerned with the jobs. I'm more concerned. That's why, you know, I wrote in the book.
Yeah, the
real
job.
fight is for your mind and for your soul. That's the real fight. That's where the pugilist part
Yeah,
comes
no,
in.
that's why I said, like, do you take sides in that story? He doesn't. Like,
Right.
I strongly view, you know, but no, and that's what I love about the story. The story isn't taking sides, saying
But
this is
I like
right
that
or
you
wrong.
said that. I like
it's
what you
not
said
right or
that.
wrong.
Yes.
And you told me that it's not right or wrong. It's
Thought-provoking,
written,
but
like it just makes you,
thought-provoking.
yeah.
That's
I
what I'm
sat there
saying,
like,
yes.
oh my God,
Yes.
like this might really
Right,
go down like this and so on, like
right.
scary thought, but you never took sides. That's what I just said, like, I'm curious to think, like, you know, the way we grew up in Brooklyn back in the day, like, my dad would not, I don't know how to talk about things without ruining them like you do, because you told me so much and I still read it and was truly blown away. I can't do that. So I'm not going to talk more about the chapter, but that was my question was.
Well, like I said to you early on when we talked about the book, I could tell you a lot, but there's so much more in it that you're still going to be able to take a lot away from it. That's how much is in the book.
Talk about the book. That's my cue, everybody. Thank you so much.
you, thank
I'm
you,
waiting
thank
for
you, thank
number
you.
2.
Thank you.
The
I love the
lighter is-
spontaneousness. Yes.
I love you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
you're signing my copy.
Yes, I will.